Hello everybody and welcome back to Spreading Science. My name is Gustavo Huber. In this video I'm going to talk to you about marijuana or weed. It has many names. I'm going to tell you the effects on the brain, how it works, and I'm going to tell you also the long-term effects and short-term effects of the consumption of this drug. So if you know someone who consumes marijuana frequently or you are one of them, don't miss this video. But first of all, I would like to ask you to please give the video a like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and follow me also on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to this new video. Some people believe smoking marijuana carries no risk, but scientific research shows that there are risks, especially for teens. Marijuana affects a person's judgment and can impair his or her ability to drive. For those who use it regularly, it can lead to poor academic performance or even addiction. So how does marijuana have such a big impact on a person's ability to function? Scientists have asked themselves that question for a long time. And after several decades of research, they not only figure out how marijuana works, but scientists also discover an important communication system in the brain and the body, which they call the endocannabinoid system, after the cannabis plant from which marijuana comes. Endo what? Understanding the science of marijuana began in the mid-1960s with the identification of THC, delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, as marijuana's main active ingredient. 20 years later, scientists identified the sites in the brain and body where marijuana acts and called them cannabinoid or CB receptors. Scientists have discovered the body's own natural chemicals, anandamide and 2-HE, or 2-arachidonoyl glycerol, which also act on CB receptors. These chemicals, called cannabinoids, along with their receptors, make up the endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system is found in many areas of the brain, which explains why it affects so many different body functions. Cannabinoids exert their influence by regulating how cells communicate, how they send, receive, or process messages. Cannabinoids act like a type of dimmer switch, slowing down communication between cells. So how does THC affect the EC system? When someone smokes marijuana, THC gets into the brain rapidly and attaches to cannabinoid receptors. The natural EC system is finely tuned to react appropriately to incoming information. But THC overwhelms the EC system. It prevents the natural chemicals from doing their job properly and throws the whole system off balance. Marijuana use directly affects brain function, specifically the parts of the brain responsible for memory, learning, attention, decision-making, coordination, emotions, and reaction time. What are the short-term effects of marijuana on the brain? Recent marijuana use, defined as within 24 hours in youth and adults, has an immediate impact of thinking, attention, memory, coordination, movement, and time perception. What are the long-term effects of marijuana on the brain? Marijuana affects brain development. Developing brains such as those in babies, children, and teenagers are especially susceptible to the harmful effects of marijuana and THC. Although scientists are still learning about the effects of marijuana on developing brains, studies suggest that marijuana used by mothers during pregnancy could be linked to problems with attention, memory, problem-solving skills, and behavior in their children. Using marijuana before age 18 may affect how the brain builds connections for functions like attention, memory, and learning. Marijuana's effect on attention, memory, and learning may last a long time or even be permanent, but more research is needed to fully understand these effects. Young people who use marijuana may not do as well in school and may have trouble remembering things. The impact of marijuana use on the brain depends on many factors, including amount of THC in marijuana, in other words, the concentration or strength, how often it is used, age of first use, and whether other substances, for example tobacco and alcohol, are used at the same time. Long-term impacts on the brain may also be caused by something other than marijuana, such as genetics, the home environment, or other unknown factors. The National Institute of Drug Abuse is conducting a large long-term study, the Adolescent Brain Cognitive Development Study, or ABCD study, to better understand the role of marijuana and other substances play in adolescent brain development. As you could see on this video, marijuana can be really bad, especially for children, teenagers, or babies in the case of pregnant women that consume this drug. So for people that claim that marijuana is totally harmless, please show them this video. If you like the video, please give it a like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and follow me also on Facebook and Instagram. This would help me a lot. Thank you very much and see you next time.